Hi, everybody. My name is Justin. Welcome to the Strength, Yoga, and Freedom YouTube channel. Today's practice, which is all about yoga for an anxious mind, is all about practicing to relieve the tension in the mind, which releases the anxiety. This is the channel where we cultivate our yoga practice based on the mat, off the mat, and how we can integrate that into taking small steps, one small step at a time, to become a happier person. So today's practice will help bust a little bit of that anxiety. Stay tuned. We're going to get started. All right, everybody, welcome. If you've rolled your mat out, great. If you haven't, you still have some time. Get your mat rolled out. We also have a couple props here if you'd like to use them. I have just a couple of yoga blocks here. Something that's sturdy will work just fine, like a block, or something that's similar to a block, like maybe even a book or something like a DVD box set that's sturdy you can use. You can also use a yoga blanket or any blanket that will be comfortable for you, or you can use a pillow as well. So anything that feels soft that you might want to have to soften into some of these poses, have them nearby. It doesn't matter. I'll cue a little bit of prop usage, but you don't need them if you don't have them. So that's okay as well. This practice also is for all levels. So if you've never done yoga before, you're in the right place. This practice, we're going to begin by stimulating our vagus nerve. And the vagus nerve is a nerve that runs through your body that when you start to activate that nerve, it can actually change your nervous system from getting that fight or flight reaction to calm and centered, which generally yoga does. But we're going to do that a little quicker than getting into a practice. That's going to be part of our practice. So begin in a seat. You can sit on a block. I'm going to do that. Or any seat that feels comfortable. And just begin to allow your belly to drop. So let your belly feel like it's sinking, and then let your shoulders drop. Let your low back start to sink into the earth or whatever you're sitting on. Your glutes will be also seated in that same way, grounding that same way. And just notice what you feel. Are you feeling a little edgy? Are you feeling a little nervous? We're going to begin by stimulating that vagus nerve. I'm going to invite you to take your right hand and place it over your heart. Then take your left hand and place it over your heart. Press very gently into your chest. Let your shoulders drop. Sit up tall. Again, find that grounding in your low back and your sits bones, your glutes. You can keep your eyes open or you can close them. Press onto your chest a little bit. Start to breathe a little deeper. Take a breath in and a breath out. Push into your chest just slightly. Inhale. Exhale. Press into your chest. Breathe in. Breathe out. Remember, it's not pushing super hard, just a light pressure. Inhale. Exhale. Continue to breathe just like that for just about another maybe 30 seconds or so. Find that your hands are connecting to the chest with ease, but also that slight pressure. Right here is where you're stimulating that nerve. You'll notice you're starting to feel a little calm, a little more calm. You're starting to notice you're safe. Your hands are over your heart, holding it, cradling it, right? You're feeling safe. You're feeling welcomed in your own body. Keep breathing in and out. You're feeling loved. Hands over the heart. Press lightly into the chest. Breathe. Now take one more breath in and release your hands away from your chest. Feel the calm, feel that energy rush from that chest down through the pit of your belly, into the legs, through the arms. Roll your shoulders back. Take some circles with the shoulders. Roll them forward. Light movements. Notice that that feeling in your chest still is there. You've activated that vagus nerve. Return to this video anytime you need to breathe with me and activate that vagus nerve, or return to this whole practice to calm your anxiety. Reach your hands to the sky, sweep your arms high, and then exhale, bring your left hand in front of you and your right hand behind you. Look over your right shoulder in this torso twist. Reach your hands to the sky. Go to your left. Take your left hand behind you. Bring your right hand in front of you. Look over your left shoulder. Still feeling that nice pressure in your chest from your hands. Reach your hands to the sky and then bring your hands into your heart center. Now take your hands down to the mat and we're going to come into table pose. So come off of a block or anything you're sitting on, or even just come up onto your hands and knees, coming into all fours on that position. So stack your hands underneath your shoulders and stack your knees underneath your hips. Shift your low back and your hips back towards your heels. Bring your toes to touch and come into child's pose. So sit onto those heels and bow forward. Let your forehead meet the earth and let your hands relax. Let your arms relax. More vagus nerve stimulation. Roll your forehead from side to side. So start by going towards your right temple, then your left, then your right, and then your left. Just back and forth, releasing, remembering that you're safe, remembering that you're complete, that you're whole just like you are. Yeah, follow the breath. And then next time you hit that left temple, come back to the center. Pause. Walk your hands forward and then walk your right hand to the top right corner of the mat, followed by your left. Coming into a little bit of a lateral lean here. Let your elbows try to drop and release a little bit. Now walk your hands to the other side. Left hand goes to the left. Right hand comes over to meet it. Drop the forehead, drop the elbows, drop the shoulders. Do you feel how calm your upper body is in this pose? Maybe you feel a little tension in the legs. We're going to get to releasing a little tension in the legs as well. But we're working now to stimulate this vagus nerve. Come back to the center and press back up to table pose. So bring your hands under your shoulders and lift back up. Cross your ankles behind you and come to lie on your back as we take a butterfly position. Bring your feet together and lay down onto your back. If you have a block or two blocks or anything that you'd like to rest your thighs on, you're welcome to do that. That may feel comfortable for you. So rest your thighs on blocks or knees even, or just come to that comfortable position where you're just laying in stillness. Place one hand on your heart, then place the other hand on your heart. Let your elbows drop. Let your upper body release. Press into your heart again. Just taking some slow and mindful breaths, nothing forced, nothing jagged or sharp in the breath. Feeling the light pressure on your chest, your forehead, your ears, behind your ears. Those are really great places to stimulate that vagus nerve, to really allow the body to come out of that constant feeling of needing to be alert and aware. It is in this state, the state of rest, where you are at your core. This is the foundation of you here, where you're creative, where you're most excited. Do you ever notice when you're creating something, your creative juices are flowing? Generally, when you're doing that, you're not nervous. You're generally in the zone. That's where you are now. Slowly remove those hands again and feel the chest kind of talk back to you as it says thank you. Bring your hands to your thighs and move your knees closer together so that your legs are coming close together and they touch, and then bring your feet out just a little bit. Remove any props near you like blocks or anything you were resting your legs on, and begin to slide your right foot behind your left heel. So the right foot is going to just come behind the left heel and then allow this right knee to land on the mat. Wiggle your right foot around. It may not even touch the mat. Mine doesn't touch the mat. But what I like to do here is take this left hand and I like to reach down from my right foot. I grab it and I pull it towards my left glute, and that extends a little stretch into my front of my right thigh. Take your right hand and place it on your heart. Feel the stretch in your right leg and feel your hand on your heart, the duality of what you've just created here. It's a light stretch. It's nothing forced. This is very gentle yoga. This is not power yoga. We're not looking for even yin. We're not going that far. We're very light here. Yin yoga is a practice where we stimulate the connective tissues. We're not even going into that layer. We are going to light stretching to feel the body calm down. If you do not like grabbing onto your right foot with your left hand, release it and just lay there. Breathe with me. Slowly take your right leg out from behind your left and place the right foot on top of your left thigh or the bottom of your left knee. Take your right hand and slowly press your right knee away from you. You're in a pigeon pose on your back. All you're doing is creating a little space. You see, the reason we're working into very light leg and hip opening here, very light, is because that's where you store a lot of your anxiety and stress, all the trauma. So while you've now stimulated that vagus nerve, it allows you to release from these big joints again. And again, we're not going in deep. We're just getting some release. We're just changing the nervous system state. The key to happiness, one of the keys to happiness, there's many, but one of the keys is to allow yourself to feel anxiety and then feel it flood away from you. If you were listening to any episodes of the podcast, the Strength Yoga Freedom podcast that I have, we talked about anxiety this week. And we learned that we store so much in the body. And we learned what to do to get out of it. And one of those things is physical movement like this, even though it's light. Release your right hand from your right knee or leg and uncross your legs. Let's just take very gentle bicycle movements with your legs. We're not doing abdominal twists. All we're doing is lightly bicycling. Bring both feet to the floor and then slowly slide this left foot behind the right heel. Let the left knee fall out to the left. Option to take your right hand, grab your left foot with it and pull it towards your right glute. You can also take your left hand and place it on your heart. Let your body sink into the mat. Feel the stretch from the front of your left thigh and feel a little pressure on your left hand pushing onto your chest. Notice. Awareness. Duality in the stretch and the release and the pressure on the chest. Light pressure. Release your left foot from your right hand if it's there. And slowly begin to take the left foot, place it on your right thigh or the bottom of your right knee. Take your left hand and push your left knee away from you, just slightly to open up a little bit in that left hip. Keep your right foot grounded. You can place that right hand maybe back on your heart if you want. I like to have it over here on my right side. That's where I feel safe. You go where you feel safe. And slowly, with comfort, maybe just press just a little micro of an inch more into your left knee, left leg. And then let that leg go. Let your left hand go. Uncross your left leg from your right. Start some small bicycle movements again. Very, very small, steady and short in their length. We're not extending the legs so far out that we engage the abs. We're not looking to engage abs here. You're just moving slow. One last movement. Bring the feet to the earth. Take your arms out like wings or like a T. And allow your knees to fall to the right side, coming into a spinal twist. Look over your left shoulder maybe, just to get the spine realigned. If you feel comfortable, you can even take your left leg and cross it over your right. You'll get a little deeper stretch. You may release a little more here. And come back to center, switching sides. Let the knees fall to the left. Glance over the right. Maybe take your right leg and cross it over your left if that feels good. Just notice again. Uncross your legs and let your whole body sink onto the mat as we just take a very brief Shavasana, a deep rest, where we allow the entire body to physically be limp, to have no movement aside from the slight up and down of the belly and chest with the breath. And just be. Slowly become aware of your physical body. Maybe bring your hands back over to your chest again or your belly. Roll your ankles. And then slowly begin to bring the soles of your feet to the mat. Roll over to the right or left side, and then come to a seated position. With mindful movements and intention, nothing forced, come up to a seat. Just where we began, feel how different your nervous system feels now. Feel how different your body feels from when you started this video just 20 minutes ago. Maybe you were hunched, maybe you're now dropping into the shoulders. Draw your hands into your heart. We're grateful for this practice, the community of folks who are watching this video and yogis who are breathing together with you. We bow forward together and we say, Namaste. Well done, everyone. If you like more free yoga videos, I have tons of them here on the Strength, Yoga, and Freedom channel. Check out our playlists. Give the video a big thumbs up if this was helpful to you, if you feel like it relieved your anxiety. Share the video with others. It doesn't hurt to get the word out there that there are tools to use that you can take for 20 minutes just to feel a little bit better. I'll see you all next time.